Outrage is growing right now in western Arizona over one of its most precious resources, water.
It's specifically about how farms run by foreign companies are using too much of it. Some farms with ties to Saudi Arabia are growing alfalfa there. Now, this is important because it's one of the world's most water-intensive crops. These foreign farms then ship most of the crops back to the Middle East, where it is used as feed for animals. Arizona's state legislature is now considering a ban on most foreign-owned farms.
CBS News senior national and environmental correspondent Ben Tracy joins us now from Los Angeles with more of what he found in his investigation. And it really is fascinating, Ben. First, just set up for our viewers the origin of this business plan that allowed a Saudi-backed company to operate there on Arizona's fields.
So this particular company is called Fondamante, and it's part of the largest dairy company in Saudi Arabia. And the reason they're growing alfalfa in Arizona and shipping it back to the Middle East to feed their cattle is because it's actually illegal to grow alfalfa in Saudi Arabia because it takes too much water.
Wow.
So that may sound kind of crazy to you, but what they're doing in Arizona is not illegal because Arizona has no regulations on foreign ownership of farms and also has no regulations on how much groundwater you can pump out. And in fact, some of the land that Fondamante is doing this on is actually owned by the state of Arizona, which is leasing it to the company.
Interesting. So we know that the Attorney General is getting involved in the matter. You spoke with Arizona's Attorney General. Let's play some of your conversation for our viewers.
So cows in Saudi Arabia are essentially drinking Arizona water.
Correct. These pumps are pumping water out of the ground that belongs to the state of Arizona, and essentially it's being exported to Saudi Arabia.
So if this is so obviously insane, how did this happen?
It's a great question.
So the water that the cattle is getting is through the alfalfa crops that are growing there in Arizona. So tell us, Ben, what the Attorney General plans to do.
Well, at the very least, the Attorney General, Chris Mays, she says she wants to cancel the leases that Fondamante has on state-owned land in Arizona. Now, there are real legal questions as to whether or not the state can actually do that without paying Fondamante a whole lot of money. Some of these leases do expire next year, so at the very least they might not renew them, but some of these leases go on for nearly another decade. So you're talking about a protracted legal battle here if they try to go after them. And also Fondamante owns some land in western Arizona outright, so you'd have to kind of repossess that from them, and there are legal questions surrounding that as well.
Now, I grew up in Arizona, went to high school out there. It's fascinating because there are restrictions on landscaping of your garden. You know, any use of water is a major issue. And all of this, Ben, that you've discovered is happening as the state's facing potential cuts to its water supply from the Colorado River. So how high is concern there about the way that the water is being used?
There's a lot of concern because the federal government came out just a couple of weeks ago and said it's ready to impose unilateral cuts on states that draw water from the Colorado River because that river system is in such bad shape right now. That could devastate a city like Phoenix. And this water that we're talking about out in western Arizona that's being pumped out of the ground by these Saudi companies, this is a backup water supply for cities like Phoenix and Tucson. So if they get into a water crisis, which some would say they already are, this is water that can be drawn on, and now it is being drawn down by these farms. We should also note this is not just Saudi farms. There are American farms growing alfalfa all throughout Arizona, and there are real concerns about the fact that the state overall is not doing a very good job of monitoring how much groundwater is being used.
Oh, that's a really good point. All right, Ben Tracy, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, guys.
And you can see more of Ben's piece on tonight's CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell as part of the CBS News investigations, Protecting the Planet.